everybody, welcome to my new channel. This is my very first video on this channel. I'm so excited. I thought what better way to start a new booktube channel than with the booktube newbie tag, and I wrote down all of the questions on this piece of paper in front of me. A very quick introduction for everybody before we get into the actual tag. My name is Liv. I am 22 years old. I turned 23 later this month. I have a Booksta account, which I have a link here, where I post my book reviews, some cute little flat lays. I just nerd out over books over there, and I wanted to bring that to YouTube as well. So here we are. I'm so excited to be here. I'm sure we will do more Q&As in the future to get to know more about me. So for now, let's just jump into the booktube tag. Okay, question 1 is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love books. I love books. I love to read. I literally could yap about books all day, every day. Like I said, I have a Booksta account where I post about books and I yap, and I love the friendships that I've made there. And I actually, if I maybe look a little familiar to some of you, I do have another YouTube channel where I post a lot of like fangirly content. I will link it if you are interested. But I had started posting I started posting quite a few book videos over there. But a lot of the people who subscribe to that channel did not sign up for book content, so I didn't want to overwhelm them with a bunch of it. So I was like, let me make a separate channel for my book besties, which is hopefully going to be you guys. But yeah, basically to answer the question, I just wanted a space where I could talk about books and be surrounded by people who also love books and love reading the same way that I do, and to hopefully build like a nice little community where we can just talk about books together. Question number 2 is, what are some fun or unique things that I will bring to booktube? This one is a fun question because this sounds very gatekeepy, but I think you're just gonna have to stick around and find out, because I have a lot of fun video ideas planned, and I have some fun ideas that I haven't seen other people do necessarily, so I'm excited to share those. But yeah, I think you're gonna have to stick around and find out. I will say, one thing about me, I am a fangirl through and through. So you will be getting my fangirl behavior on this account. As you can see from my background, the vinyls, the BTS collection, the posters. Behind me is like a whole wall of Marvel posters and K-pop photo cards. Like, I am a fangirl through and through. I'm a professional in tying books into my other interests. So if you are also a fangirl of so many different forms of media, then I think that we will get along very well. 3 is, what are you most excited about for this channel? That is kind of tied into question 1. I think I'm just so excited to have a space where I can talk about books and how books make me feel, and have that go to people who understand that. I do have a lot of friends and family members who read, but either they don't read the same genres as me, or they don't, like, it's more of a once in a while they like to pick up a book kind of thing, whereas my thing is, when am I not reading kind of thing. So I'm just very excited to have a space where we can connect over books and our love for reading together. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? I love reading because I love a good escape. When I read, I have a very active imagination, so when I read, there is a movie going on in my mind. I am the casting director, I've made the costumes, like, I see it in perfect visions. So when I read a book, I'm in the book, I am the character, and I just get to escape and go to this other world and live this other life. Like, when I read, I get to live a million different lifetimes, and that is one of my favorite things ever. I think that's just so fun. And it's crazy that I get to experience that from reading words on paper. Number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? I have been a reader since I was a very little kid. I have always read. I've always loved that escape. So some of the first series that I remember being really obsessed with that kind of ignited that love of like reading and having that escape are, I read the Harry Potter series when I was very little. Who didn't? It is iconic. The Warrior Cat series. I was a Warrior Cats kid, I will admit it. When I was in elementary school, I was obsessed with that series. Me and my friends would make our own characters and our own clans for hours. I am a vampire kid. I still am. I'm just a vampire person. So Vampire Academy, Vampire Kisses, those series too. I was very obsessed with those. But yeah, like I said, I've been a reader my entire life. I could not pinpoint just one series that got me into reading, because reading has just kind of always been there for me. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your fellow booktubers? You guys want to be friends? I have followed booktubers for so long, and the thought of like being actual friends with them, crazy, but who knows, might happen. Hit me up, guys, let's be friends. Number 7 is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome with starting a booktube channel? This is also hard because, like, I don't know, I feel like posting constantly is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me, because I do have a tendency, like, out of sight, out of mind. Like, if I'm not thinking of filming a video, I'll just forget, but I'm gonna try very hard not to. I'm gonna aim to film like 1 or 2 videos a month for this channel, so I can do it. I believe in myself. Also, I think maybe like not comparing myself and how much I read to other booktubers, because like I said, I do have a Booksta account and I have been working on that there as well, because I follow people who are like, yeah, it's January 5th when I'm filming this, and they're like, I just read my 4th book, and I'm like, hello, like I'm still on the 1st one of the year. But that's another fun part about reading, is that like it's for fun. Like it's not a challenge, it's not a competition. Like, we are all doing this for the love of the game. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? Which, again, I have always been a reader. Like, my entire family is full of readers. I've always been surrounded by people who love to read. And so, like, starting with picture books, like, I have always just loved to read for as long as I can remember. Question number 9 is, where do you read? I read everywhere I possibly can. I feel like my number 1 spot is my bedroom. I love my bedroom. I'm a hermit. I love my room. I love to read on my bed. I love to read on that chair. You can see my son, Grim, is on it right now. Whenever he allows me to sit in his chair, I do love to read in that chair. But I will read anywhere, in the car, the living room, the front porch, anywhere that I can. Number 10 is, what kind of books do you read? This is a fun one. My top 3 genres are definitely thriller, fantasy, and romance, but lately I have been trying to branch out a little more. I don't think anything will ever like dethrone that top 3 genres, but I have been trying to expand my reading. So we'll see how that goes. We're on this journey together. And finally, the last question is, what does your book collection look like? My book collection is very messy. I will show you in a minute, but this shelf is my bookshelf. So this is my main one, but I have books everywhere. I have books under my bed. I have books on my desk. I have books in my closet. We have like a family bookshelf downstairs where there's so many books, but I do have my main bookshelf, and I am very proud of how she looks. But she is running out of room. Okay, we are going to ignore the mess, okay? Rule number 1 for my channel, ignore the mess. This is her. We don't talk about the bottom shelf, and we don't talk about Demolished Cardboard Jimin either, okay? We have Good Girls Guide to Murder movie or TV show cover, very top and center, with a bunch of random things. Don't worry about it. This shelf, we have a little Harry Potter corner, this cute little chick that my grandma crocheted. We have this shelf, which is mostly all of my faves. Like, this shelf, this sums it up for real. And then we have cute little romance shelf. This one is very, very messy, but it is a lot of thrillers and horrors. And I will let you in on a little secret, a little sneak peek towards a future video. But I have some room renovation plans coming soon to possibly put up some new shelves for my books. And I will definitely be taking you guys along with me. But little sneak peek as to where they're gonna go. Can't say too much though. Video coming soon. But that is all of my questions from the booktube newbie tag. I am so excited to be here. Again, I've been watching booktubers for years and years and years, so to finally start my own, I'm just so excited to be here. I hope that you guys stick around. I hope I hope that you liked this video, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye guys!